Welcome to the November 19th edition of the Index Sports Show. This week we're going to be previewing the volleyball regional tournament. With me I have beat writer Joe Bell and assistant sports editor Brent Foster. Brent covered volleyball for 2 seasons. And Truman is going to be playing West Texas A&M in the first round. Truman comes in with a 24-12 record and number 22 national ranking. West Texas at 34-3 and a number 5 national ranking. Guys, what's the outlook of the team going into the tournament?
I think Jack, the main thing is I think they're going to take it, the little cliche, one game at a time. But I really think that does apply here because I think West Texas, in my opinion, is the best team in the region. So I think Truman got the worst draw personally. So if they, I think if they can focus on West Texas and get past them, I honestly believe they could win a regional title come Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, Truman is going to have to take it one game at a time, like Brent said. West Texas is going to be a tough game, depending on the Washburn UNO game. Either team can be hard for Truman.
Okay. Brent, the team has been strong at times this year, and then weak at times. Sharper's really stepped up, and lately Heather Hardedine has been injured for the last 6 matches. What's the team looking like going into the tournament?
It's kind of up and down. Friday night they lost to Northwest for the first time since 1999, with a streak of 20 matches. So, and then obviously they bounced back on Saturday, and we're very concerned they might actually miss the tournament. They bounced back and beat Missouri Western. So it's kind of been hit and miss. At times this season they played really well. Being Emporia, at times they just not looked good and lost to Missouri Southern and Northwest Friday. So it's almost which Bulldog team shows up will be a big factor in whether they win or not.
Joe, going off of that, the team defeated Missouri Western in the last game of the season. It's pretty much a must-win. If they lose that, they might miss the tournament. How has the team been able to get up for those big games throughout the season?
Well, according to Lawrence Radio said a couple of times that when it came into really big games, the team was kind of a must-win attitude. There's a lot of adrenaline, but sometimes throughout the season when it wasn't such a big game, they play kind of lackadaisical with.
Okay. Brent, you've covered the team for 2 seasons. How does this team this season compare to those other 2 teams?
Obviously, to put it bluntly, they're not as good. That's to be expected considering you lost 3 All-Americans last season, in Sherman, Keck, Medina. So obviously they're not going to be as good. That was to be expected. A younger team as well, so you think they're only getting better. And I think during the season they really have gotten better when they were in the season. But this is not the same team the last 4 or 5 years that has really been expected to win regionals. So really, I think even if they only get 1 win, I almost feel like that would be considered a great season. This team.
Joe. Team lost to West Texas 3-1 back on October the 1st. Has the team been able to learn anything from that first matchup?
Well, that's Briney, Largo, and Grade. They all said about the same thing. They said they might have picked up a few defensive strategies they might try out a little bit. But for the most part, the teams have both changed so much since then, and it's been almost 2 months. So there's really 2 teams aren't even the same 2 teams that faced up 2 months ago. So it's almost a brand new start. According to them.
Okay. Yeah. And then obviously with the West Texas factor, we have head coach Jason Scotch over there. Is the team focusing on the Scotch-Briney matchup at all?
Well, some of the players under Scotch, like Graybeal, again, are going to feel they feel a little weird going into that match. It's just weird that they've gone into the postseason with Scotch a couple times. I know they're playing against him in the first round, but I think Briney is kind of getting a little bit tired of hearing about that. And same with Scotch. Scotch declined an interview this week, but they just want to, get past that, and they both say it's just going to be another match.
Okay. Brent, in my column this week, I argue that Truman's key to success is going to be consistency. In your opinion, what is their key to success?
Well, I think Truman is just going to have to come out and they're just going to have to bring their A game. I know that's pretty vague, but there's really no other way to put it. They're going to have to block well, they're going to have to pass well. I know Briney was very upset with the serve receive this week. against Northwest and Low West. So Truman, like I said, they're just going to have to play one all phases of the game. If I think one phase of the game slips, I think they're really in trouble. As opposed to past years where maybe get away with not playing as good a defense, they can make it up, somewhere on offense. But I just don't see this team being able to do that.
Joe, can you just give us a little preview of the second round matchup? If Truman wins, of course, between either Washburn or Nebraska and Omaha.
Oh, Washburn's been one of the toughest teams in the MIAA this season. They've been incredibly good throughout. Truman hasn't matched up very well against Washburn at all. UNO Truman beat, I think, twice, was it? Or just once?
I know they beat him 3 matches
ago. So, Truman's at least beat UNO once, and UNO slipped a lot in the national rankings over the past couple of weeks. So, depending on who they get, it's probably going to be Washburn. But if Truman does get UNO, it's probably a big, it'll probably be in their favor.
Okay. Brent, what is the team's chances of winning in the first round?
I'd like to say it was great, but I just don't see it happening. I think Yale Missouri is a young Bulldog team. I think West Texas is on a mission. Scoach, as much success he had here at Truman, was never able to get this team past the Final Four. I honestly think he has a good shot with this West Texas team. They are loaded. I just think Truman just probably threw the worst role they could. I think they're really gonna have a tough time against West Texas.
Okay. Right. The Index will have continued coverage throughout the regional tournament from Warrensburg. Thanks for being on the show, guys. And we will not have an Index Sports Show next week because of Thanksgiving break, but we will be back 2 weeks from now.